in 2000, but never a major NASCAR Nationwide or Cup Series event.
He sure did sound confident when we talked to him before the race that they had a car that was very capable of winning this race.
Yeah, we talked to him before.
Whoa.
Oh, a spin off of turn 2, and they're spinning down the back straight with a 0 car. Tore up bad. Danny Eflin.
This turn 2's been tricky all week. You see how nobody around him here just snapped around.
You know, in practice, Andy, there were just a lot of cars were loose, and they got to get through this transition at racetrack. This is the problem area. This is the time that they got to be careful.
On board, Kenny Wallace's Border Patrol Chevy.
Watch in front of you, stay high. One behind you. Keep coming.
And you just saw the 0 car go spinning around, and fortunately, Danny able to get the window net down and take President and Chief Operating Officer of Speedway Motorsports until this weekend is over, and going to move on to other. Whoa, there is Sam Hornish, and Hornish is nosed into the wall, got a little bit of a little nudge from behind, it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like somebody caught him right in the corner there. Need to look at a replay to see exactly what happened, but boy, he's killed this car in the front end.
Oh, he can see if he did get a hit from behind or not. Or the car just snapped around on him.
No, it looks like he just got real loose coming up off turn 2. The thing snapped around so fast, I thought maybe somebody had caught him in the corner.
You know, he was talking earlier. They put 2 tires on last time. He was complaining about that. The car started slipping backwards. He spun out. But I tell you, this car is just not tight enough right now. That's what caused this whole problem. Transitioning from the day to night is giving these guys a problem, Andy.
It does take some patience to get through this phase. This might be the right setup for later in the race, but right here, you can see the car's just too loose.
Why was it last year we saw everything off of turn 4, and thus far tonight it's all been turn 2?
I don't know, maybe that's where Humpy put all the bear grease.
Rusty knows a little bit about that.
Certainly not the way that you wanted to end the race. You said you were both loose and tight. How much were you chasing the setup of this car tonight, Sam?
We were chasing it quite a bit because no matter what we did, it was loose, tight, and you know, it just depended on the line. Anytime I tried to get down to the bottom of the racetrack, it got pretty loose, and I just feel bad for the guys at Penske Truck Rental Dodge. They put together a good car. We just couldn't get the handle on it, and then I had to check up for a car in front of me, and as soon as I did, the back end came around, so it's unfortunate for sure.
All right, back to you guys. Caution on the track.
They don't want to tear anything up with a low budget, that's for sure.
That same spot there in turn 2, all by himself.
You know, it looks like he just got the air off him a little bit with that car was behind him. I believe it was the 40 car. Possibility of Brian Clausen. Just got him loose, you know. Didn't hit him. Just got him loose, it looks like.
Robert, who a lot of guys in the garage here yesterday said has a lot of talent. They want to see this young man be able to get a chance. And as you said, they're trying to put enough nickels and dimes and dollars together to run the rest of the year. And that will not help them there, having contact with the... Welcome back to Lowe's Motor Speedway. There's the damage on Brian Clausen's car, the 18-year-old Indiana rookie, bringing out caution for the 6th time tonight. And a pretty heavy damage on his Dodge. I'll show you what happened to Brian here up in the corner.
He just loses it just like some of these other guys have off that corner.
Yeah, it looks like he got the right rear tire right up in the dirty part of the racetrack. You can see where the track's black and then it gets gray. That means when you get in that gray, you're out of the groove, and that's where he got.
Well, bad news there and got some fuel. And he has to go about 69 laps, and that's about at least 5 laps short of being able to make. Oh, now we got a caution. This will change it.
9-car of Casey Kane. Kelly Byers involved. Those cars spin and come into contact, and that will totally change the complexion of the fuel strategy here. These 2 cars were battling for 12th position, and Casey Kane with his palm turned up saying, hey, what gives here?
One to go. I mean, you get it on, and boy, Casey get down in there, and oh, just start running out of room on the bottom of the racetrack. And
yeah, Kelly definitely squeezed Casey Kane down to the bottom of the racetrack, did not give him near enough room.
Guys, I think that was just a racing accident right there. I mean, there's 2 cats going for it. Casey just ran out of room on that one.
I'm not sure that the 47 car, Kelly Byers, saw Casey under him there. Because he just turned to the bottom.
That was unbelievable. I mean, 2 good cars into the wall, and Casey just, and look at Stephen Wallace go by, misses about a foot. I mean, that could have been a big one right there. So this totally changes it. Andy, I got to ask you a question now. You look at Kyle Busch. He was trying to make it on fuel. They all going to come down now?
Yeah, you'll see all the leaders come this time, at least to get topped off with fuel. They won't come this time because the pit road will be closed. Got a big mess there to clean up. These cars will come down pit road. The key thing for Kyle Busch is this: if we don't have any more yellows, he's probably going to run out of fuel. And I don't care if you don't have any fuel, it doesn't matter how you pick it up.
Oh, trouble here. 66 car, Stephen Wallace in the 38 of Leffler. Leffler getting heavy damage on the back of his Toyota, and that will bring out a caution flag, and that will help the guys who are trying to hang on to fuel. By the way, here's what happened to bring out the caution. These guys are running in 15th, 16th position back there. There is Stephen Wallace, and the car gets, there's contact there with the 38 of Leffler.
That is just what happens when you get on the bottom. All of these guys got aero loose. We saw that earlier with Kelly Byers. Same thing happened down there. So run out of racing room.
They're also 3 wide. I think Jason Leffler could have given him just a little bit more room if they hadn't been 3 wide, but
well,
he didn't have anywhere to go.
I just started to say it looks like Stephen could have got out of the throttle a little bit there, knowing that's a tight situation. That could have helped a lot, both of them.
Well, the prediction was 10 caution flags tonight. That was caution number 9. And here's the contact. You see what Mike Wallace saw from on board his Toyota as they entered the corner. Contact. A couple of cars, one heavily in the wall, and we're under caution again. NASCAR Nationwide Series, what a show tonight here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. 18 lead changes, and you got a handful of cars here with 4 laps to go that can win it.
Oh, and here's Josh Wise up in the wall.
And that will bring out caution for the 11th time tonight. And this 25-year-old Josh Wise, here he is battling with the 11 car of Jason Keller.
Looks like he had a right front tire go down, getting in the corner. He was up high, so he didn't make real big contact, but he had a problem with the right front, it looked like.
Man, he was just doing a great job all night long. You saw the sparks fly out of the car. That's the reason he was way up against the wall. And I tell you, I'm glad he was up against that wall, Andy. Richard Petty used to do that stuff. He told me, Rusty, if I ever have a flat tire, it's not that far to hit the wall. I like running high. And that
it's going to be a lot more fun to watch you pass that guy. Go get him, Denny. Go get him, man. We want this. Jeff keeps telling me go up high, so he should be giving you the bottom.
Well, the discussion there with Denny Hamlin's radio just a moment ago. So we're going to see what's going to happen here. Does Kyle Busch have enough fuel? Can he hang on? Let's see what the 88's going to do with the 20 car. Green, white, checkered flag. Green flag this time by, white flag next time, and then the checkered flag.
Kyle Busch gets a good jump on the restart, which means he's probably got enough fuel to make it.
Yeah, he's got enough fuel, I'd say so, Andy. I mean, if Kyle Busch goes to the bottom, the 20 car at Denny Hamlin's just got to sail in on the top side and try to get the momentum. Going to the bottom, though.
The 4-race win streak at stake for the 20 car. How about a hungry and very angry right now? Brad Keselowski in the 88 car back in 3rd. White flag, 1.5 miles to the checker flag. Now it's time. If you got it, you got to show it. Let's see what Hamlin can do.
Denny's just got to bomb it into turn 3.
Oh!
And the 7 car, heavy contact, and that race is over. Once the green-white checkered, if there's a yellow, the race ends immediately by virtue of scoring on the racetrack, and Kyle Busch will be the winner here.
Looks like somebody finally stopped the Gibbs cars here.
Well, the Toyotas are still hot out there right now, making big horsepower, but you heard Dale Jr. say he thought he had a good one, too.
When we come back, we'll visit with Kyle Busch and talk about how close it really was on fuel. And awesome to stall them. They're mixing it up down in the pits there.
Boy, Keselowski's team is mad at the 20 team for swerving into him. A lot of heat right there.
Tony Eury Sr. down there.
Somebody's going to punch somebody.
NASCAR officials trying to get in between these two teams.
Well, I'm guessing that contact on the racetrack was not accidental.
Tell you what, that's what happens here at Charlotte. This is a home track, and these guys are all here. Here we go.
You don't think it's meaning something down there? These guys are very upset about what happened on the racetrack, and NASCAR trying to get in there to pull them apart.